into the red corner. Make some noise for Benn. Mann.
He is the man, Ben Mann. And he's coming in to, bring you a nightmare, I suppose. But he is making his second walk to the Battle Arena cage, trying to snap that 0-1 streak that he has at the moment. He's fighting out of RGA South Hearts. We've got a really who's who in his corner here, Chris Benson. And it's really, really interesting to see this young man step to the cage. A really interesting body type. Poses a lot of questions for his opponents.
He's got 3 black belts in his corner. That's pretty good going.
It bodes well.
Oh, I like that. Yes, I mean, Steve, you've had the pleasure of training with him and coaching him a little bit. Give us an insight into what is his game, what's his style, what's your prediction for this fight?
You know, you'd think looking at him quite long that he'd want to keep things at a distance, but he loves a firefight. Has a tendency where he can get drawn in at moments. Has a good takedown game and good wrestling. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he stacks up and how the sparring and the 6 months or so that he's had between his last fight now pays up, because he is a different, from what I've heard from his coaches, he's a different kind of fighter, has a different mindset, he's well focused, and he's got his hands full tonight.
Make some noise for Winiarski.
Now you're saying that Ben Mann was 0-1. David Winiarski is coming in 1-0. He won by decision just in November last year, so that's pretty recently, and it's going to fill him with confidence. He's come down from Edinburgh today to step into the cage against Ben Mann. I'm so excited for this fight, Steve. I love the interesting thing about this sport. It's not just contrasting styles, but body types. So we've got Ben Mann, who's unbelievably long for the welterweight division. Like, there's not many welterweights with that kind of reach, but is it at the cost of power? Is it at the cost of muscle?
Yeah.
And will David Winiarski be able to use that power and that muscle to control the fight?
Yeah, he's very powerful. It was evident in his last fight. He came steaming forward. He started to loop his punches, what might be the technical chink in the armor, if you will. But again, a lot can happen in 3 months. And here we are 3 months later, and he's in great shape. He's also, quite strong, quite long, quite powerful. Ben Mann, quite young, looking for that experience, hungry, ready to go in.
And they make him tougher in Scotland, Steve. Just a fact. You grow up in Scotland, you're tough. Especially around Edinburgh.
We've seen a lot of focus there in the eyes of Ben Mann. A little bit more looseness there from Winiarski.
Introducing first the fighter in the red corner, weighing 76.8 kilograms, representing RGA Woods. Make some noise for Benn. And the one of the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 76.6 kilograms, representing Goliath MMA. Make some noise for
Really, really calm there from Winiarski. The face of Ben Mann tells 1,000 stories there. He's very focused, staring right through his opponent.
Yeah, I guess for Ben Mann, just because of his build, he's always going to want to keep this fight long. He's going to want to keep that behind his jab, just like that. Keep that distance all the time. Spinning back kick from Winiarski early, very confident.
There's a kick, he's keeping it low.
Oh, Mann tried to catch that kick, dangerous.
A little bit more kicking here from Winiarski than we saw in his debut.
Nice movement from Ben Mann. Head movement, keeping it offline, combinations. Oh, timed the shot well, Steve, but couldn't get the finish. Drove to the cage. Ben Mann sticking on that single.
Over under, tight position.
We know that Ben Mann trains at various Roger Gracie academies. Favorite eats a big shot. Stopped by Stuart Davis. Ben Mann got drew up with a big right.
There was a lot of power there from Winiarski, and he is absolutely pumped as he stalks the cage. It's a big shot there that put him down. 45 seconds into the first round.
That's the performance that Winiarski wanted. Here's the replay, Steve. It was on the break from this grappling tie-up.
He hits him with the...
Boom is the right. Threw about 5 or 6 straight punches, but the right landed heavy on his chin.
Yeah.
Benn Mann back to his feet.
Yeah. It was just that left hand that snuck in over top. That was a really, really hard shot that just glanced over the jaw and started the finish.
That's what happens in this fight, Steve. It's just this game is a game of millimeters, not inches. You know,
yeah, definitely. And it is just that one shot, that one position. I could tell he was quite nervous coming in, was Benn Mann, and just didn't get the chance to settle in the way he did. But
and Winiarski looked great. He stuffed that takedown. Benn Mann set up the takedown beautifully, but Winiarski stopped it beautifully, turned Benn Mann into the cage, separated, and then used his power to put a full stop to the fight.
Came from Cog.
Winiarski with a big win. Battle of the Benn. Winiarski getting the win, getting the nod, landing that beautiful 7 or 8 straight punches down the pipe. The triple black belt corner of Benn Mann wasn't enough to make the difference. David and Winiarski getting the win. So an incredible night of action we have had here at Battle Arena. We've seen some big knockouts, some excellent jiu-jitsu, some wrestling, and one thing I'm noticing more than normal is the level are constantly improving.